Sauce Walka defended OT, comparing Latinos using the slur to Black people eating tacos, calling the backlash ignorance at its finest. Once he viewed the entire episode, Sauce Walka sharply reversed course. He criticized OT, saying, "You wrong, ho. That's where you messed up at, bro. That's where the disrespect is." He specifically noted that OT wouldn't have spoken so defiantly if more Black people were present.
You could say the N-word?
I feel like I can't say it, but not because of that, and I'm gonna tell you why. I wish there was some black dudes in here.
And this one right here is not.
Okay, well, we're gonna use him. What the fuck are you gonna do about it, you know? And then second of all, I grew up loving these. I grew up fighting with them. I grew up eating with them. I grew up doing bad shit. I grew up loving with them. You know, I got family. And it's not even about family. Even if I wasn't related to nobody else black, I mean, what? It's what I was surrounded by, you know?
Hey, man, say, man, kid that did Sauce Walka. I did an interview last night. Shout out to my boy Dan's a project. He'll be dropping some. The subject in hand, Mexican OT. See, now, at first when I was speaking on what I was speaking on, I was only talking about the shit I seen on Say Cheese with the girl and all that on Say Cheese. My bro Danza showed me the interview and showed me exactly verbatim what Mexican OT said on the interview on the podcast with all the women. OT, bitch, you wrong, ho. I'm gonna tell you why you wrong, though, bro. I'm gonna tell you why you wrong, OT. And you got a black brother. That's what you partially was finna get into it, but you didn't want to get into it. Know what I'm saying? You got a whole 50% black brother, nigga, that's mixed, nigga, a real little nigga that's your brother, so you should feel 100%. He should feel, a motherfucker feel what I'm saying. What about this part? I ain't fucked up with you about saying, can you say nigga because you grew up with us, went through all this shit with us, you love us, nigga, you been through everything that a nigga been through, so that's why you say you can say nigga. The problem and the issue is the fact when you say nigga in a room full of women, is there any black niggas in here? Is there any niggas in here? Well, if it is some niggas in here, what you gonna do about it? That's where you fucked up at, brother. That's where the disrespect is. Because, OT, you know, if you was in a room full of violent niggas from Houston, full of violent niggas like myself, TSF niggas, any niggas that's really from the H like that, and we was having that conversation and you said it in that way, y'all said, because who's gonna do shit about it? Nigga, it would have been 6 niggas in a room raising their hands saying they want to fight you. You know that. You know how this shit get down in Houston. You a Texas Crip. If a nigga come up to you and say, Mexican OT, you ain't no motherfucking Crip. And what you gonna do about it? Nigga, you gonna wanna fight about that. There's niggas in the room gonna say, who ain't what squabble? And that's where the disrespect and the fucked up part is, OT. Because at the end of the day, nigga, you know there's nothing but women in that room. There's a bunch of girls in that room. It was a now violent street nigga that come from where you come from and been through what you been through, or that's from somewhere else that's gonna disagree with you and with that statement to the point to where they'll fight you about that or they'll do something about that. So therefore, that's what people in the general public gonna take it like that's whole shit.
So look, there's been this debate about if Mexicans can say the N-word or, you know what I'm saying, depending on where we from, all this other shit. And there's also been this debate about how what OT said, he's in a room full of blacks talking about what y'all gonna do about it, you know. And I just seen what Sauce Walka posted too, and I'm like, man, let me touch on this. So Sauce Walka say, if OT was in a room full of gorillas, you're not finna say that. And I pretty much agree with that, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not finna walk into a room full of black people and just be like, what's up, nigga? And what y'all gonna do about it? I'm gonna say it, you know what I'm saying? All this other shit. Because that ain't the way I was raised, you know what I'm saying? That just feels disrespectful, you feel me? Mexicans say that shit as, what's up, my boy? What's up, homie? What's up this? What's up that? What's up, my nigga? What's good? You know, we say that shit around amongst each other a lot. I grew up, my uncles were saying it, my dad was saying, like, people were already saying it, so it's already in my vocabulary. So I agree with OT, like, what you gonna do about it as far, like, who really gonna take it out of my vocabulary because it's been there so long. I say it in my music, and I don't say it towards black people. I say it, like, towards dudes, males, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, them niggas over there tripping, man. It don't matter if they white, black, them niggas over there acting stupid, like, whatever the fuck it is, you know what I'm saying? And you can take it however you want it. That's just how that's just how we talking. We already here. We already doing it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you don't got to accept it. You know what I'm saying? But as long as Mexicans ain't doing it in a disrespectful way, they really shouldn't be really too much of a debate. Like, We know what the fuck going on, you know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. We've all been through high school not that long ago. We all done said it. We all done heard it. We all done been around it. We all done all of that. There's Mexicans that we don't give a fuck if they say it. There's people that say it in the wrong way. You know, there's all of that, you know what I'm saying? But as far as a real Mexican from Texas, you know what I'm saying, from Houston at that, we been saying this shit, you know what I'm saying? So we not from Cali. My first time in Cali, they were like, Mexicans don't say that shit at all, like at all, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, it's that serious over here. But in Texas, it's not really like that, you know what I'm saying? We grew up saying that shit. But yeah, so I'm not gonna walk into a room with gorillas and be, man, what's up, niggas? And what y'all gonna do about it? You know what I'm saying? That's not the way I'm gonna use it. My thing is, and I say it, me and black people, we talk all the time, you know what I'm saying? So, and I don't say that too much, you know what I mean? Because you never know how they gonna feel about it, you know what I mean? Mexicans really say that shit around black people. Black people already accept that shit and know what's good and know he good, and you know what I'm saying, don't mean no harm and shit. But Mexicans really say it amongst each other, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't really go too crazy with that shit in front of blacks, you know what I'm saying? That's just on the respectful side. But we still gonna say it, and who the fuck really gonna do anything, you know what I'm saying? Like,